Thanks for joining. I'm Mr. Chuck. Please listen here about my dream that kept repeating until a lesson was revealed. Listen to the story and you may notice the lesson the first time. But if you take the process into your own dream, then you may have something different on your hands. Let's go for it. As mentioned, my name is Mr. Chuck. I am another lover bird here on the channel. We all have an important part. I tell stories, and that's what I'm here to do for you today. This story is about something I personally did experience. My dreams were having a reoccurring theme to them. It was bothersome and I knew there was something to figure out. It wasn't any creepiness, but here, let me get into it. The first dream started with me and a friend meeting out to lunch. It was the time of year when the weather just gets to where it's feeling good. My pal and I both drove our convertibles. Mine is a 1969 Corvette and Dale was driving a car I'd never seen. It was a striking hue of blue. Even with 6 tires, the blue caught my eye. Things are pretty often weird in dreams, but the color was memorable. In the dream, Dale and I are sitting for lunch at the burger hot dog joint. This Taipei restaurant we were at was where the service and eat-in took place outside. You could order from a window or right from your car. We normally like to park, use the window, and eat at a table, but in the dream we each sat in our own cars, ate, and talked. When we were getting ready to go, there was suddenly a border collie dog in my front seat sitting right next to me. I thought, and then it went to lick me. I put my hands up and then I woke up. In my bed. No night sweats or anything too intense. But it sure stuck with me. The next day when my wife and I officially woke up, I could still remember the whole thing. Heck, I am still remembering it. The next time I went to bed, my mind wasn't worried or thinking about the dream. I was just ready for bed. But some point during the night I started dreaming again. This time I was cruising in my convertible. I don't know where exactly I was driving, but it was a long bridge highway. The road had hills of up and down, all driving along water. It was beautiful and driving felt like there was no speed. I wasn't cruising fast or slow, I was just moving with the water. My Corvette looked and felt the same as real life, but then, in a perfectly landed glance into the car's mirror, I saw my car was that shade bright, bold, blue. This time I could see the color was even more different from regular car paint that I thought. It nearly had depth like the waters surrounding. I kept an eye on the road and the paint of my car for, why, who even knows how long. But later I felt a shift in my focus. I thought it was back to the road, but there was the little lady lassie dog again, sitting right as a co-pilot. Just a hair of a moment later the dog noticed it and it went to lick me. As the dog kiss was coming, the car's wheels started coming off the pavement and the path. Right as the dog's kiss was about to land right near my nose, I woke up again. This time I felt a little worked up after I woke up. The next morning over coffee and bagels I was talking to my sweetheart wife. Together we went over the parts and tried to figure out the meaning. Remember, fellow loverbirds, we're still here on YouTube and I appreciate you listening to the story. My sweetheart wife and I were pretty confused on what the dream's meaning could be. Before this experience I didn't know there was a whole world and profession of dream interpreters. I could have figured, but I didn't know. So if anyone has guesses at this point of story, go ahead and comment them below to continue and add to the figuring out. I've near ran my time out for this day's video, but I'll keep it going just a bit longer. Because you see, I want y'all to at least have the first step to do your own personal dream deciphering. Sleep is for rest and many dreams are made of humble jumble. I like to think of it as your mind's way of cleaning. That's why so many are forgotten. But sometimes something life-changing is a dream, and I want you to have the tools to figure it out. This first step was brought to me by my sweetheart wife, and it's the first step you need to do as well. Paper and pencil. That's it. Now write down specifically the points that are reoccurring in the dream. At this point in our figuring out, we know a few things. Number 1 is my beauty, 1969 Corvette. Number 2 is the striking and captivating blue. Third is the dog kiss I nearly received before waking up. Thanks for tuning into the channel of the Loverbirds. From my heart, I hope this first step can bring light to your life. Being on a channel where support, comments, and love are prevalent is a special feeling. Thank you for being here. Please stay tuned to learn about the rest of the deciphering and hopefully message embedded.